Does that have anything to do with Shanks, dude?
Of course it does.
Well, it's like, isn't it like Dawn -3 give your films like plus 2K or something? Yeah.
So it's flavorful because he minuses 3 Dawn, just like he minuses an arm. Right? Right?
Welcome back, guys. It's Colin with the Sun Pirates TCG, joined today by Mohammed.
Howdy.
And our special guest, well, not so special anymore, Chris.
Hello.
Yeah, so you guys seen Chris from Small Hat. You probably already subscribed to him, but if not, go subscribe to him because
You know,
I told
it's
you.
inevitable.
cool,
You may as well
dude.
get it out the way, right?
Yeah, I might as well put up the
Yeah,
call
while
to
you're doing
action.
that, you may as well subscribe here too. 'Cause, like,
Yeah.
why not?
You may
All
as
the
well
cool kids
subscribe
are
and like
doing
this
it.
video also if you
Yeah.
dare
Maybe
choose.
leave a comment on your thoughts on what we're
Oh
doing
my
today, which is the One Piece leader flavor tier list. This isn't a tier list on how good they are, or how bad they are, or how powerful they are. It's whose leader has the most flavor based on their ability.
You can stop with the disclosure, Moham. They're still gonna get pissed off anyway.
Dude,
That's
like-
just how it works.
Dude, I feel bad because it's like I feel bad because like purposefully already like put out a video of like the top 10 or however many most flavorful cards in the One Piece card game when like literally like it was a very good video from purposefully, don't get me wrong. Like you should definitely watch that video too, guys. But me and Chris were like planning this video for like more than a week prior and we're like, gosh darn it, someone already beat us
Yeah.
with a punch.
Yeah. There's literally a DM from Colin to me the day before asking me if I was ready for today.
Yeah, I can put it up to just as proof that we didn't
Yeah.
actually steal the idea or anything. But this should be different enough. So we're doing a tier list of all the leaders as far as how flavorful they are to the anime and or manga that they are a part of. So, guess we'll just start from the very top. So let's start
Take it
with...
from the top. All right.
Yeah, screw it, right? Just... It's the poster boy. We got to start with Luffy, right? The red Luffy.
Yeah, we'll start with some starter decks and then we'll just go in set order, right? So we got our boy Luffy. Luffy,
All right. As I say, does anybody have mental gymnastics for how this is flavorful? Because I don't see it.
he punches and his
he
leader
punches-
helps him punch.
He punches you like he punches 40-year-old men in the show, so the ability somehow helps you with that.
Why can't he give it to other people?
He does. He gives it
Because
to
he
his
cares
crew.
about his Nakama, man.
His Nakama. Reminds me of. Oh, this is gonna be long enough, so I won't go into much of a tangent. But you know, like Skibbity, I've been saying Skibbity recently. So I heard some people say Skibbity. Skibbity.
Skibidi.
Skibbity.
Nah, if I start saying that ironically, it's gonna join my vocabulary. I'm stopping here. You get one
It's already
skibidi
there
out
for
of
me.
me.
Oh my
Well,
god.
that's 2 at that point.
All right.
Skibbity.
Yeah, he's not very flavorful, but he's not the worst. I don't think.
He's bland then? Is that what that is?
I'd say he's bland.
Yeah, we'll put him in
Oh,
bland.
yeah.
Alright,
We'll
it's a
save the
bland
F.
T.
So I guess a bit of exposition. S for I Alone and the Honor one is our very most flavorful leader that we determine, and the Nuh-uh tier in F is the absolute worst. So these tiers are reserved for one single best and worst leader.
Yeah, that's
I
the
think
goal.
there's worse
Maybe a
leaders.
few more might end up in Nuh-uh than we intended, but
Maybe.
we'll
Oh, yeah, maybe we'll change that. That's
So,
Yeah.
some might be a little too bad.
Bro, I'm gonna say some of them just aren't flavorful at all. You
They
know?
just-
how,
some of
if
them just
all of
have
them are not
text, man.
flavorful, how can some be less flavorful than others?
True, and we can always move stuff around as we go. So moving on to the second one, we've got Eustace Captain Kid.
I again don't see how this is. Bro,
Yeah,
why does
me
he attack
neither.
a second time?
Dumb.
Like,
He's got 2 arms to attack.
bro, so does
Oh.
Luffy. What?
Literally everyone on here should have 2 attacks then except for Shanks.
Shanks.
The
Okay,
thing
yeah,
is,
no, you got
Luffy's
it.
more flavorful than this. Do we put him in? He'll move to the backup land. We'll
We'll move into the backup land for now.
Yeah.
We'll figure out the
Alright.
Nuh-uh tier later.
Okay. All
all
right.
right. We got Crocodile. You're a
Yeah, I
blue
feel like there's a
enjoyer.
bit
You
of,
like
I-
Crocodile.
It feels like there's tiers missing. To go from bland to yummy, seems a bit, because
That's
I think
pretty
Croc is a bit. I don't think he's bland. I think he's probably yummy. Do you guys agree with that, or do I need to explain why I think that's yummy?
Well, why do you think?
Why
it's
do you
yummy?
think it's
'Cause
yummy?
thinking
I need context.
Because his leader ability bounces the opponent back to the hand, and he literally blows people away with sables.
Okay. Okay.
All
I'll give you
right.
that.
I'll give you
I'll
that.
give you that. I'll give you that one.
The Croc man has spoken. I'll give him that on Croc. All right.
Yeah.
Kaido. He trashes your life like he trashes you in every fight he's had.
I would put
Yeah,
that in
that's such a
yummy
reach.
at the very least.
Oh, really? Okay.
You think that's a reach? You think that's more of a reach than Luffy punches people?
Bro, I don't think we reached with Luffy. He's in bland. He couldn't go any lower unless he was the worst.
You think he's less flavorful than Luffy?
Okay, or how would you even, like, describe taking a life from somebody? Because everybody has one.
You get your ass beat. The more damage you take, the more your ass gets beat, right?
He just pulls a life off of you.
He just like fucking.
Yeah, it's like
And he sets himself
blast
back
your
to do
ass.
it. Why does Kaido set himself back and beating your ass? Like,
because they needed
Okay,
to
I can't
balance it.
They needed to balance. He's not wrong. He really isn't wrong. If he just trashed your life the second he hit 7 Dawn every turn, you're not playing.
all right, okay, all right. I'm not
right.
invested in this one.
All right.
We'll put him in.
We'll put him at the bottom of Yummy for now.
Yeah.
Purple Shanks.
This
the
might be the first
homeboy.
nuh-uh.
Does that have anything to do with Shanks, dude?
That might
course
be
it
the first
does.
nuh-uh.
Well, it's like, isn't it like Dawn -3 give your films like
Plus 2K, I
2K or something? Yeah.
So it's flavorful because he minuses 3 Dawn, just like he minuses an arm. Right? Right?
He doesn't keep losing arms. He loses the one arm once.
Well, that's the thing though. Shanks will only ever minus 1 time. Because his fucking purple Shanks, he's just gonna die, like...
He's just
Man, you're playable.
You're so reaching, dude. And why does he buff film instead of red hairs?
Because the red hairs are probably film, maybe.
He's in like 1 movie.
Bro. Look, it's not.
It's not. All right.
It's not.
All right, Sakazuki.
I'm gonna say it's pretty yummy. Maybe even Flavor Town.
I would say yummy at least, because at least he blows something up. Like
He destroys.
yeah, he destroys.
It's kind of like how in Marineford there was the one guy who on the battlefield. He ran away from the battlefield because he's worried about his wife and daughter. So he's trying to flee back home. Sakazuki intercepts him in the middle of the street. He's like, "What are you doing?" His guy's like, "I'm worried about my wife and daughter." And Sakazuki's like, "You don't care about the glory of the people. The Marines has no use for people like you." And then he melts him in the middle of the street. He just melted that man. And then he punched a hole through Ace. And then as Jinbei was trying to flee with Luffy, he punched a hole through Jinbei. Bro, that's KO if I've ever seen it. That's KO if I've ever seen it. He literally killed a man in the middle of the street. He died. He quite literally killed him.
I just don't.
It's
like
one of the
that he
few
only blows
on-screen
up-
deaths.
It just feels like he only blows up. Like his ability for blowing up jobbers, it blows up zeros, right?
Okay, but he
He
killed
does
a
more
jobber.
than blow up some jobbers. He killed one jobber on screen.
It is capable of
Bro,
killing.
no. Because there is also, I forgot what it was, but it was a bunch of people who were like fleeing an island or something, and Sakazuki was like, there may be 50 innocents on that boat, but there could be one bad guy, so we gotta kill all of them. Bro,
All right, he's
that's
pretty
at least
flavorful.
49 jobbers.
Probably put that in yummy. I would
All
say.
right, well, we can adjust as we go. We'll put him at the top of Yummy. That's definitely more flavorful than Croc. All right, Big Mom, hear me out. Flavor Town.
I think it's Flavor Town too.
I actually agree.
All right, well,
Yeah.
I guess my take was not hot. It was
What was your reasoning for?
was
flavor?
like she she manipulates souls with her ability, right? It's just like she manipulates her life so that she could get the greatest benefit.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I think
Right.
even a little further than that, the reason because I would say maybe that's just Yomi. I think the reason it's Flavor Town is because not only does she manipulate her life, not only is she manipulating souls, but she is intended. She has her own archetype where she is intended to be turning the souls into homies to put on the board.
All right.
Bro, that's pretty Flavor Town.
You can't tag in the best card in the game, Zeus.
Zeus, yes.
Zeus, best card in the game. Known. Is that a BGS? No, that's not BGS.
No.
Is that CGC Pristine 10?
Is a CGC Pristine 10 Zeus? Only 10 exist. 3 of them are spoken for. 2 of them went to people that won the last Small Hat Locals. 1 of them is with Moist Critical Charlie. Yeah.
Powerful.
Crazy. Alright. I'm gonna be real, gentlemen. I don't know what this Luffy leader does.
When he KOs something, he moves Adon to himself. This is a nuh-uh, I think.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing for this.
Yeah,
he'll
I
join
can't.
Shanks.
Yeah.
Alright. I know this Yamato, when the Yamato has 2 or less life and a Dawn attached, they get plus 1k power.
I didn't finish
Or it's on
mine.
opponent's turn, right? It's
Only
only
during
opponent's
opponent's
turn, it's
turn.
not your turn? Yeah.
This is also nuh-uh.
Yeah, this is like a It's like a blind or not.
It's like a low
It has nothing to
bland.
do with them, right?
It doesn't.
But at that point, doesn't it just go into nuh-uh?
I think
Yeah.
it
It's not
does.
nothing?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, that's not is probably going to be way bigger than we originally thought.
That's what I mean, bro. Like, the ones that aren't on flavor, how can you be less
All right.
flavorful than someone who's not flavorful?
Alright. Red Purple Law is definitely in Flavor Town or better.
I think it's Flavor
Very
Town. I
on
don't think
theme.
it's. The reason I think it's Flavor Town is because, I don't think it's a true shambles. Because shambles implies that the things are switching place. One of the guys is coming out of your hand. The other guy should be going to the opponent's hand. That would be a shambles, but that's not what's happening. So
I don't know. It affects an
stops at
enemy
Flavor.
and an ally. I think it's pretty good. Okay.
It's
All right, for
They're
They're
the
not
top
trading.
tier,
They're not
let's decide
trading
at the
places,
end.
though. They're not trading
pretty hard
places.
trading
places.
No. Because if my guy is coming out of my hand, then your guy should be going to your hand.
That's honestly.
But one's interacting with a hand, one's interacting with the bottom deck. If I was pulling a guy off the bottom of your deck or something, that'd be something there. They're two completely unrelated places. That is not a swap. That is not a swap.
All right. I'll give you that, but he's still pretty flavorful. We can agree.
It is pretty flavorful. I will give you that. I think it's a
All right.
flavor town.
RP Luffy, what are we feeling?
I guess bland in the sense
Yeah.
that like you can make a stretch for him as like in that, I guess, because this is his Wano fight, right? So he gets stronger the longer the game or the longer the fight goes on.
Yeah,
Sort of.
but it's a
Yes.
stretch. I'm down for bland.
This is bland, yeah.
He's better than Kid though. Kid ain't got nothing going for him. He punches.
No, so I think Kid is a yummy. I think the other Kid is a bland. I think this Kid is a yummy because all Kid ever does. So this guy is -1 Dawn, gain 2,000. All he does is buff himself. Bro, all Kid does with his leader ability is put metal on his arm. All he does is buff his arm. He buffs his one big arm and he calls it a day.
He
It's
gives
just-
himself more metal.
he gives himself a big arm. That is all he ever does.
A bigger arm.
Yeah, but like, why does he start off weaker?
Bro, are you telling? Okay, I don't know why he does that. But are you
And then
telling
once
me?
he got his ass beat, he gets stronger again.
Bro, you're telling me he isn't putting 2,000 power on his arm? Am I supposed to believe that? Am I supposed to
I'll
believe
give you
that?
that, but like the other half of Lear, just like it doesn't.
I
add
forgot
up.
he had that half, to be fair.
All right. I'm down for either bottom of yummy or top of bland.
I'll put. I kind of agree with the arm thing. I'll put it bottom of yummy.
The arm thing.
Bottom of yummy.
Bro, what's his devil fruit? It's magnetism. Oh, he must do some crazy stuff with that. Yeah, bro. He has a big arm.
He gets an arm, and then it gets
somehow-
bigger.
Bro,
Fire a laser.
when he was revealed and they showed him do the big army, I was like, oh my god, that's really cool. I can't wait to see what he does next time. And then we finally see him like a year later, and he did the big arm again. I was like, oh, okay, well that's interesting. And then we saw him the third time, and he did the big arm again. I was like, oh no.
Dude, you see the films and you see the one dude. I can't remember the film, but you see Douglas Bullet manipulate like an entire hunk of earth and become a giant golem to beat ass. And the kid's just like, I've got an arm. All right, now I've got a bigger arm.
Bro, he's a lost cause.
All right, Uta.
Uta's a nuh-uh.
You think
You
Uta's a
think
nut?
so? At least she works with film cards. I feel like it's at least somewhat.
Uta's whole gimmick in the film she's in is like she just wants to be friends with the whole world, and what's better than being in her hand as a friend of hers?
Well, she doesn't even do it with friends though. Like she only does it with people that are already in her friend circle. It has to be film.
No, she wants everyone to be friends, so she just gets every film card off the top of the deck into her hand.
But those are already her friends. They already have the same type.
Not everyone in the movie's her friend, man. I hate to.
Everyone that has the film tag already is
That's
a friend
also
of
not
hers.
true.
What do you mean?
I legitimately think that's a bottom of Yummy leader.
What? Okay. Bro, her leader ability is when I attack, I add a card to my hand. Bro, what do you mean?
I was thinking.
And then I would
bland.
also, I think it's bland too. Cause
Bottom
also,
of bland.
bro, yeah, because or even if her whole thing was
alright.
whenever she maybe making friends or whatever. Why is it when attacking? It's not like every time she attacks somebody, she makes a new friend.
She did a lot
Like-
of attacking in that movie.
And as she was doing it, she was making enemies.
All right, I'll compromise. I'll compromise. You wanted to put her in. I wanted to put her in Yummy. We'll go with Collins. Put her in bland.
Bro, I also was swayed to bland, so I think that's fine.
Oh, put her there. Put her there for now. All right. The Zoro Sanji hybrid leader. It picks up a 2 or greater.
Restand 7 careless, I think.
Yeah, it restands a 7k by putting a 2 or greater into your hand.
I think this one's actually like B or Yummy tier because it's 2 people on the card, so you get to.
I do like the attack twice.
Yeah.
I do like the attack twice because there are 2 people. I don't quite understand the bouncing a guy part where that comes into play, but
It's for the balancing.
hey, Smalls.
It could be like Sanji. It's like Zoro's half of the card is clearly the attacking, and then Sanji's half is. I don't know why Sanji's half is the bouncing.
I don't know why
Zoro's is
Sanji's
clearly
the
the attacking. Oh, because Sanji's in
Well,
the arrow
no, they
punch.
both attack. Sanji attacks you, and then Zoro attacks you.
Oh, it's they're tagging out, right? So like after Sanji attacks, he tags out, and then Zoro attacks. And when you tag out, you can't be in play, so you have to go to the hand. I think it's
I'm
Yummy.
I'm willing to validate that reach.
All right, we'll put it at Yummy. All right, we've got Red Yellow Sabo. He puts a 6k or greater into your life
This is
face
not
up
all.
to give something 2k power until
Is
your
there any
opponent
sort
ends
of
their
reach for
turn.
this? Like,
I can't even mental gymnastic.
It's like-
beyond.
He's literally pictured with the like his art has the flame fruit. I have no idea where it goes
like
with that. Right?
because if we were to say Kaido ripping life is him beating your ass, then that would imply that the opposite would be gaining life, would be like healing or something. And I don't know what that would have to do with Sabo whatsoever. And I don't know why he's putting his teammate in his life. And then there's just nothing there. It's beyond help.
Yeah. I
putting
don't
your
see it.
teammate in your life could be him helping them, because then your opponent can't hit them.
Well, no, because that would be making himself stronger, though, right?
Sabo's stronger with his friends. It's a reach.
Okay, all right.
It's a reach.
Well, Moham's looking for the reach.
I'm trying. Man. I got nothing.
It's a no. Just put it down there, Colin. Just put it down there.
put it at the bottom.
I mean, it's a better nuh-uh than Purple Shanks. It's at least got something
I
you
don't
could
think
reach
it is.
for. It's got
You can
something
reach for
you could
Shanks,
reach for.
though.
No,
can
you
reach for
can't.
Shanks. He lost his arm.
He doesn't lose multiple arms. He lost it once.
Shanks minuses his dot one time, and then because he's unplayable, he immediately loses the game. He'll never get another opportunity
Yeah,
to
but
do it.
Shanks in the show isn't unplayable. He doesn't lose. He claps.
He doesn't even do that. He doesn't do anything. All he does is show up and say, "I came to end the war," and then that's it.
Hey, man. All right. Blue Yellow Ace. He checks the top of your deck for a 5-drop and then puts it into your life, and then he
So
crashes
I
face
will.
up life at the end of the turn.
I will say he is checking the top of the deck for his brothers, so that's something.
That's such a stretch. Holy cow.
He's checking the top of the deck for.
He's looking.
drops.
He's on the lookout for his brothers.
Oh my
He's not
God.
wrong. I could put that in bland. I don't know if it's yummy.
All right, so he's looking for the bros, and then.
Well, like the thing is though,
No.
he's trashing the bros at the end of the day.
Well, no, that's what I was gonna say. I was actually gonna say that's actually a bonus because, like, he's on the lookout for Ace, and he wasn't quick enough to save him, and he lost him.
If there was a 5-cost teach, I'd give you that, but there's not.
What do you mean? Look. He wasn't quick enough to save Ace.
No, we're talking
Spoiler
about the
alert.
Ace leader. What do you mean?
Oh right, it was.
We're
I
not
thought it
on
was Sabo
Luffy
for
yet.
some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
No, I was thinking about Sabo.
No.
Okay, wait. Ace.
Yeah, Ace looks at the deck for his bros, but then he trashes them at the end of the
Bro,
turn.
I don't think Ace has ever once looked for his brothers ever. I think he just stumbled across Luffy, and that was it.
I kind of agree with Chris. I don't remember if he actively like ever looked for Luffy. He's just like, oh hey, by the way, you're in Alabasta too. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, so what
Bro,
you
he
guys
never
think?
looked for our brother.
You think he's a nut?
Bro, I don't even know if Ace knows Sabo exists.
What, he knows Sabo exists. Just
I
thought
don't know.
he
I
was
feel like
dead.
by the time they retconned the story to add Sabo in, Ace was already gone.
That is
Alright,
true.
well-
It's like I don't know if they've ever had like on-screen time like together, like at anywhere in the canon outside of like when they were little kids.
Yeah, beyond the
only when
retcon
I-
flashbacks.
I think out of now, or as of now, it's only been when they were kids.
Yeah.
All right, he can go in nut tier. All right, Taxi Luffy, your boy. He brings his brothers back from the trash.
Well, Ace is still dead, so I think it's a nuh-uh.
Well, if they get taken out of his life, they go away forever. So I don't know. That's a little flavorful.
You know what?
I could put in yummy.
Yummy. Okay, wait.
Yummy.
You
I
lost
I
think
me.
don't know. I feel like more.
You
Like,
I
lost
think
me.
he could be bottom of yummy.
I feel like Bland and you can kind of make the reach that like he's grabbing his brothers out of the trash, so it's like
He
like
wants
him
to hold
inheriting
on
like,
to
Ace's
them.
will or something like that. But like,
I can argue with it for the Ace was at Marineford about to be. Ace was in the trash. Luffy showed up to pull him out, and then he felt to save him, and he lost Ace forever. There is that. Sabo, I don't have any rationale for it.
Foreshadowing. One Piece card game gave it to us. Heads up.
Maybe in the future he'll do it. Maybe in the future when
We'll
Sabo
find out.
dies.
spoiler.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think he could be bottom of yummy. I think he's more flavorful
Please.
than these other Luffy leaders.
What are you reaching?
Please, Small Hat, don't kill Sabo.
Are you two that you both think he's bland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, yummy. Okay, all right, Mohan.
All right. He could be
Yummy
in
is such a powerful word. Are we gonna be loose with it? Are we gonna be loosey goosey with the word yummy?
All right, we'll put him into bland. All right, the last starter deck leader, also Luffy. I ain't really got much for this one.
He makes your crew.
So
He makes your crew bigger, like +1.
he does.
So
I was gonna say he does make it harder for the crew to be KO'd. He does protect his team. There is that.
I mean, from one game.
He does protect the crew. And what is his other ability? He gets like 1,000 or
He
something,
gets
right?
1K if there's an 8 or greater cost character on your board.
Okay, all right. So he's there to back his crew, and then after he has successfully backed his crew, he gets the friendship bonus.
when we
His
say
crew
backing his
backs him
crew, it's
back.
when you say backing his crew, it's because you have your Gecko Mori on the field. That's real flavorful.
He's backing,
real
bro. You don't
flavor.
remember you don't remember when he teamed up with Gecko Moria?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that throwback went crazy.
You don't remember when he's like Straw Hat Gecko?
All right. What are your thoughts, boys?
It's a bland.
Bland.
All right. Do we think he's more flavorful than the other Luffys?
Unironically, I think Mono Red Luffy's been the most flavorful so far.
I kind of agree, to be honest with you.
There we go.
Zoro, I think, is an S.
You think
His leader ability is so boring, and Zoro is so boring. There it is. There it is.
Cap. That is no shot.
Bro, but you love Zoro's personality of I'm sleeping. Now I am lost. Now I'm doing the big fight. Bro, he's so one note. He is so boring. He is so boring.
Bro, that's so cap. There's no shot you're telling me.
Bro is so boring. I think realistically he'd be like a nuh-uh. I was gonna say a bland, but I've never seen Zoro buff a teammate. All he ever does is solo his battles all the time.
That is true. I would agree with a nuh-uh.
His abilities like so off-brand for what he does, so I'll put him in nuh-uh.
Yeah,
But,
it would
no
make
shot.
more sense. It'd make more sense if like Luffy, Mono Red Luffy, did the pump to the crew, and Zoro gave himself the Dawn.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You know.
yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
All right, Red Green Law, Flavor Town.
Bro, this is flavor. This is flavor all day, every day.
He just shambles and he shambles.
This
and he
is
shambles.
flavor all day, every day. Although, okay, wait. There is a part of that ability. So I think it's flavor top regardless, but there is the random stipulation of having to have 5 characters on board, which is kind of random.
But that's balance.
Right. But I
There's
think
no
we can't
shot.
disregard it. We can't disregard it. It's still a flavor town, but I think that does take some points away.
I don't know, man. You have to realize when like something's there just for the purpose of balancing it. If he could just shambles on turn 2, just to be like, all right, play my one.
I want
drop,
the shambles turn
shambles
1.
it. Play my 1 drop, shambles it. Play my 5 drop, 5 drop. Go ahead. No shot. That's real. Get out of here.
Put my base back. Play my 5-drop Luffy rush.
Play my swing you for 5. Nami find something. Shambles Nami for something
Also-
else. Go.
Also, why does it have to be the opposite color?
Cause like that's like the dueling like ally enemy type of deal, right?
But why would he ever put his enemy back in his own hand?
He doesn't. It doesn't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't interact with enemy whatsoever. It's
But
strictly
when he shambles, he
allies.
just like switches 2 things. He
I'm
switches
pretty sure
allies
that's
and
also
enemies
a
or
balancing
whatever.
thing.
What'd you say, Colin?
I'm pretty sure
He
that's
also said it's a balancing thing.
Okay, no, I agree. I'm just saying. Some of these leaders don't have anything working against their flavor at all, remotely.
All right.
Like spoiler alert, Katakuri. You know.
We'll get there. He's a
Oh,
while
okay.
away. You see him. He's right there.
Yeah, I see him with my observation hockey. I'm predicting the future.
Before we get to the observation hockey, we've got Red Green Luffy. He pays for Dawn to restand
Terrible. This leader's so
a
bad. Put
straw
him in
hat
F.
or to restand a straw hat or a supernova, and then he buffs them.
That leader ability is
he
so bad.
encourages his team. What do you mean?
Okay, is it
No, that-
crazy for me to put him in Yummy because I can see the reach of like, oh, heard their rubber boy punches guy in face again.
But it's not. But he's not the one doing the punch again. He's making his ally.
Well, he
punch
can
again.
restand a copy of himself.
Oh my god! No,
You pull your
that
5-drop
one.
Luffy, and
He
then you
also
reach-
helps his
No,
crew. If his
that
crew gets
one.
restood, that's helpful. I think that's pretty yummy.
I don't know if I've ever seen Luffy's crew beat some ass, lose, and then Luffy got them back in the fight to beat some ass again.
What do you mean? He encouraged them in Wano. Everyone
No,
was
no.
like,
Once Luffy shows up, it's don't worry, I'll handle it from here.
yeah, but like he encouraged everybody. He got them going.
He encouraged them to encourage him to help to beat their ass.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what he's there for. The leader wins when his party wins. He doesn't. The leader
don't know.
doesn't win solo. Well, some of these leaders might win solo, but
I don't know,
still.
Chris is starting to convince me. It's like he doesn't really uplift his crew. He's just like, yeah, I'll take it from here, and then beats up.
Bro,
the
that's
big
all
guy.
he does.
You mean to tell me you don't think he's at bottom of Yummy?
Yummy! You're gonna go in Yummy?
Yeah. I think that's pretty. I think him.
I was
helping his
hovering
crew is
between bland
on
and
me.
nah.
I'd probably put him in bland after
I think he's bland too. Yeah, it's always the always the Luffy's that
The
get
Luffy,
Mohammed.
the line of Luffy's.
It's the Luffy's that get Mohammed.
All right.
You're a kryptonite.
Odin, he discards a Wano card to untap Tudon.
He sacrifices an ally to restand
When does he do that?
energy.
When does he like ever do that?
What
He
about
never
when he
sacrifices his allies to get stronger. Like
Well,
ever.
he could. Okay, he could potentially discard a 8-drop Odin. That'd be like him putting himself in the pot.
Wait,
That wasn't out when this was printed.
Wait, I got it. 2 Dawn for 2 swords.
Why does he give up an ally to do that?
You're reaching. All right.
Yeah,
Blue Dofi.
he's pulling the strings.
I don't know. I think this leader's off-brand.
Bro, he manipulates the other warlords.
Does he actually?
He doesn't though.
No, I don't know. I don't mean okay. I don't like okay. As far as
He
shows, I don't
never
think he
interacts with the other warlords.
He
just
does-
sits
he does
there
not-
and
he does
looks
not.
at
How-
Sengoku. That was like the whole
However-
meeting about the ace thing.
how
He looks at the other warlords. He's like,
ever his leader ability is him pulling other people into the battlefield, and they're vulnerable. That was the entirety of Dressrosa. He is manipulating people, and they're always
Yeah,
vulnerable and
but
under his
those-
control.
It matters about the theme. Why is it warlords? He ain't throwing no Boa Hancock and Dressrosa around.
You don't know what happened off screen.
I don't need to. I know that he didn't throw no warlords.
You don't
They
know
all went
that.
their
Maybe he
separate
did.
ways.
Maybe he did.
No, they all went their separate ways. I'll let you reach on the other Dofi, but I think this one's off-brand. I think this one's not.
No, it's
He
the,
doesn't
I think the
interact with
warlord
the
is what
warlords.
negates it. The warlord is what negates it.
He just...
It is.
If it was
Yeah.
like a different archetype, I'd give
Pretty
it.
sure
but,
Bandai
like,
just wanted to make a warlord deck, and then they were just trying to figure out, all right, who's the most popular of the 7?
Bro, it should have been Boa though, because they would have got the waifu tax, and it could have been like, I guess technically all the other warlords are male, so they're under her control or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know why they went with Dofi.
Reach, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's less of a reach than this.
All right, just put him in bland. We're already like fucking 30 minutes into this. We're not real P1.
You know what? He's going over here. He's off-brand. Kaido. I ain't got nothing for this one.
I got nothing for him either.
Nah, that's a nuh for me, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
His
I
leader
got-
ability has nothing to do with Kaido as a character.
It is not.
Maybe less so than Zoro even. All right. Your boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Blurple Crocodile.
Put him in
All right.
Really?
If Blurple
Bro,
Croc.
okay, what
I
is
don't
the
have a
argument in
record,
favor? Okay. All right.
I don't have an argument, but I thought you would.
Yeah, I thought you would.
If the man of Blurple Croc says it himself, he'll go in here. I'll put him above Kaido just for you, buddy. All right, King. I'm gonna save us time. I don't think there's anything
That's
on theme
not
about
all.
this
Yeah,
leader.
no.
You know,
Ain't no reason he shrinks things by 1K.
bro.
All right,
I
Whitebeard.
think this
might-
is our S.
This might be our S.
That might be the S, bro.
He has cancer, so he just dies at the end of every turn.
This
He's also the
might
strongest
be
leader, and he
S.
starts with the most cards. So, like, he's literally the strongest character, but has. Like,
Yeah, the world's strongest man. The first 6K power leader.
Yep.
Dying of the sickness. Bro.
We'll put him here for now. We'll see how many people end up in this tier, but
Okay.
all right, Garp.
Put him in F.
Garp's been in the anime. He doesn't have anything to do with this leader ability. I
Put
don't
him in
think.
F. Get him out of here.
This tier's gonna be
Sick
so
of looking at
gigantic.
him.
All right, Kinemon. He
F.
helps call his allies out. No, I put him in C.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right.
he
You're
calls
right.
out his
you're
allies.
right.
He helps call his
You're right.
allies out. It's a reach, but it's like
Yeah, there's something.
maybe
at
it's not that
least.
much of a reach. Maybe it's a bit.
He's
better
on
than I think.
theme. Like, he follows the. He has a theme, at least, so I'll put him in
He
bland.
has a theme. He calls his allies. He helps them get going. It's really hard. He has one line of text, man. There's only so much you can reach.
I
do you
see. I
think?
do see an F coming up, though. I will say that.
So what are we thinking? Bland or yummy?
Oh, for Kinemon, I think it's
For Kinemon.
Bland.
All right. Here you go, Kinemon. You could go above the Luffy stack. Sanji, he untaps Dawn when you play vanillas once per turn.
Oh,
You don't have to have 3 or less characters. I only just found out from Chris last
You
week.
have to have 3 or less characters.
If you thought he was bad, he's only worse.
He's extra nuh-uh.
All right, Ivankov. When you have no resources, you get more resources. It's like your energy hormone. I think you could call it bland.
You think so?
When you gas out, you just like energy hormone back and get some more gas.
Isn't like the stipulation to that though that like you shorten your lifespan or something? There's supposed to be a consequence to it.
Yeah, you have no hand.
Exactly.
Well,
I don't
no.
know. I don't remember the drawback. I just remember it happened. And
it shortens your lifespan. He took years off Luffy's life by doing it. It'd be one thing maybe if like
I say bland. I think there's something there, but it's not great. It's better than Purple Shanks.
I will give it a bland.
I can give it
I can agree to a bland then. There's
All right.
I think if you can at least attempt to reach.
All right. Magellan, when you lose
He poisons
Dawn,
you.
he gets stronger.
Oh wait, that is what he does. That's right. I was thinking 5 drop.
You're poisoning
Nah.
yourself.
You poison yourself to poison your enemies. You're the
Well, he
poison
does.
man.
He does poison
though.
himself. That's why he's always
But
on the toilet.
That is true. Whenever he poisons himself, he gets stronger. It's a little on theme.
It's pretty on brand. I'm not gonna lie. It might be a yummy because he is poisoning himself. That's why he's always on the toilet. But he's eating all that food and stuff, and to make his poison more potent.
I'll put it in yummy. I like that. I dig it.
It's a yummy.
It could be
I can
probably
agree.
yummy. All right, Zephyr, you Dawn -4, I think, right? Dawn -4, and
I
then you
think it's yes,
pop.
it's 4, because it's strictly worse law.
Yeah.
He's part of the Navy, so he kills.
And then he
things,
gains 1,000.
I guess. And killing things makes him stronger. I don't know. It's a reach.
It's
a bland for me, I think.
You think so? Okay, wait a minute.
He's on theme. He pops things and then he gets stronger. He's in the
Does he
Navy.
pop things? Is that what he
Well,
does? He
didn't
just
he
hit
get
people
in
with a big
trouble
metal
with the
arm.
Didn't
This
he get
kid
in
again. He's
trouble
hitting me with a
the
big
Navy?
metal arm. And then
No,
he's
but-
talking about the Dynarocks. What are the Dynarocks? There's no fourth great weapon.
Didn't he get in trouble with the Navy because he did too much killing? Wasn't that his thing? Or was that
Was that his lore? I don't remember that.
I thought it
It sounds
was.
vaguely familiar. I know he got dismissed for something. It probably was for killing too many people. He's being too badass.
I thought Sengoku was like, nah, you're doing too much violence. And he's like, screw you. And then he walked away or
Yeah.
something.
He was like,
I
bro,
think-
you're out of here. You think you're Shadow the Hedgehog? Get out.
I think it's a little on theme.
Bro,
Calling
I don't
thoughts?
care. Put it where you want. I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't watch this movie, to be honest with you guys.
Well, I'm not 100% sure, so I won't put it in yummy. I'll put it above Ivankov and bland.
Okay.
But if I'm right, he's yummy. But if
I
I'm
think
not
even if you're
right,
right,
he's
it's still bland.
all right. Smoker, he shrinks things and then gets stronger.
I think this is very on brand.
You
I actually think so,
I think this
too.
is a yummy because he only gets his pump off of zero cost characters, and he's so ass in the show he will never beat anybody.
He only
but a
beats
jobber.
jobbers.
He only beats jobbers, and beating jobbers makes him feel stronger. I like it.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, Ace. He discards
So this one-
event and stage cards to get stronger. I don't
The-
see it, but Chris, you
So
sound
I
like
thought
you
this
do.
was a nuh-uh. But until I
Okay.
talked to Manny about it.
Okay.
Manny's argument is that you're pitching the events,
Okay.
which means that you are running, all the ace events and stuff,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and all the ace events are him utilizing his fruit. So it is his over-reliance on his fruit, just like it was his entire lore in the anime. He relied too heavily on his flame fruit, and that was his downfall. He was too reliant on it. And literally his leader ability is him relying on his fruit for counter. He's relying on all of his ace special fruit moves and that's what pulls him out of a nuh-uh into a plan for me.
I could actually see that because like all of his
put him into
events,
a plan.
like you said, all of his events are like all his moves, and then he just like you add feel to the flyer. In a
Yeah,
way.
everything he does is strictly him relying on his fruit.
I'm down to put it in bland. If you tried to talk me into Yummy, I was gonna flame you.
But no.
Arlong.
After all the other leaders, you try to put it to Yummy, really.
Yes, 100%. Arlong, I don't see it. He like cheats
he
a
does.
trigger character into play.
So I will say in his set, a majority of the trigger characters were Fishman. He is the Fishman head honcho.
But he just cheats any trigger character into play. He doesn't. have to
Right,
be
right. But in his set, they gave him like 6 or 7 Fishmen to cheat out, and he does make the other Fishmen fight on his behalf. He does control them and put them in the battlefield.
I don't know. Like every time I've seen Arlong in action, I'm like, yeah, cheating out Kikunojo or Parasparrow.
Okay, I knew you were gonna say Kikunojo, but Kikunojo wasn't out yet. Kikunojo's not out yet.
I don't know, man.
You gotta remember, there's sets upon sets of this leader being bad.
All right, I'll put it in bland just for you, Chris. I'll give you that.
God
All right.
bless. It's all I ever wanted.
Captain Kuro, he
I beat
rests to. Isn't it like rest to East Blue guys to untap himself so he can attack again?
Yes. I don't remember. Does he ever throw his East Blue boys under the bus?
He
I
does.
was just about to
Remember
say, if
when
he
he
throws,
does?
I
Okay.
can't remember. All right, I think that could probably be Yummy.
If he
if
does,
he throws
then
his
that's-
buddies under
yeah.
the bus to like gain an advantage, I could see it.
Yeah, remember
Yeah,
when
no,
he
that's
did
valid.
when he did like the trance move, and he like went like super fast, but he can't control it, so he like cut up all his own crewmates.
All I remember about that arc, besides the Usopp Pirates, is Django like moonwalking. That arc was bro. That arc made me put down One Piece for a minute.
All right. Nami.
I think she's a Flavor Town. Actually, I think she's a Yummy. Actually, no, I think she's a Flavor Town.
I think
I
she's
think-
Flavor Town.
I think she's Flavor Town. She steals your money by stealing the game from you. That's her
She-
whole leader ability.
Yeah, that's
I
She
her.
doesn't
do-
want to fight. She just wants to run away with the game.
Yeah.
She's utilizing unconventional means to win the battle.
Yeah,
You know.
All right.
definitely Flavor Town.
Iceberg.
I think the fact that he cannot attack is very on brand. Bro's just
It really
admitted.
is.
Doesn't fight.
He also just calls his employees into play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, I think it's a Flavor Town also.
Legitimately.
I'm down
I
for that.
agree.
Yeah.
Look at Iceberg hit A in a tier
All
list.
right. You'll never see this in any other tier list.
It was actually the last one me and Colin did.
All right. Robert, hold that El Lucci from set 3. Not to be confused
I don't know
with
why he
Robert,
attacks
hold
twice.
the El Lucci from set 7.
LG.
Robert, hold that El Lucci.
I don't know why he
His
attacks
last
twice.
name is Lucci. He has two finger guns.
He has one up in the picture.
2 swings.
Because he has one big metal arm.
He's got 2 arms.
That's like
He
that's
attacks
the
twice.
assassination- I don't know. Is that like the assassination technique? You're at 0 life. You try to block. He just swings at you again. Like,
It's a bland at best for me.
I
don't
guess.
really-
we'll put him bland.
I think it's a not but if you guys want to do a plan, I have no qualms with that.
All right. Bland. He'll be below Arlong. I'll let you have the Arlong joy. All right. Black Yellow Big Mom.
Doesn't she basically do the same thing as the other Big Mom? Doesn't she like have to
She
discard a
gets
card, put a
life.
card in
She
life?
doesn't manipulate her life. So she is like 2 Dawn, pay it's 2 Dawn
Two
X2,
Dawn.
pay 2 Dawn, discard a card. If you have 1 or less life, gain a life on attack.
Oh.
So
I
she
guess
heals.
it does.
So it's
Stuff
okay.
with the
It's
life
kind
at
of
the
on
very
brand
least.
because like
It's a
she
Yummy.
like steals everyone else's life to like keep herself going, and she's done that multiple times in the show.
Well, who's to
Right.
say it's someone else? What if I have a 10 Mom on top of my deck?
Well, that you don't have control over that. Also, it goes into your life, so that's good for you.
So she's ripping soul from herself and giving soul to herself.
she just gains life, man. She loses
Look.
resources to gain life.
All I'm gonna say is the fact she manipulates life, I think, makes her a Yummy, and it's not as good as the other Big Mom, so I don't
Yeah.
think it goes above Yummy.
Yeah, I don't think it's a Flavor Town, but I think it's a Yummy. I
Yeah, I would-
think it's probably like right here. All right, your boy
So-
Katakuri and his observation hockey.
Flavor
I think
Town.
this is an S.
It really is.
Could be us.
He gets stronger by observing. He gets to manipulate his life. That's
Yes.
just him observed using the observation hockey. It's
Looks into
very
the
on
future.
brand.
Looks in the future at the life, and then the gain extra 1,000 would be the advantage of knowing what's going to happen. You know, he gives himself an advantage in the battle.
Yep.
Very on brand. He can go here. Shirohige isn't alone. All right, Vivi. She can't attack. It's kind of on brand.
Flavor Town.
Well, she can literally
encourages
attack.
people.
She's literally Miss Wednesday, I think. She fought. We saw her fight on screen. I don't know why she can't
No,
attack.
that's someone else.
Not
that's
well.
Miss Wednesday.
Miss Wednesday? Okay, wait a minute. No, let me double check.
He almost lost to the Banana Gator.
Miss Wednesday. I'm 99% sure it's Vivi.
What do you mean? That's
Miss
Miss Wednesday.
Wednesday.
That's like
Okay.
saying Miss All Sunday is Robin. That's not Robin.
It
That's
is!
Miss All Sunday. No, that's Miss All Sunday.
Bro, oh.
What are we doing?
That is no, that is her alias. That is Vivi's alias.
All right.
That is Vivi Nefertari's alias.
Vivi is definitely Flavor Town. She encourages her
Flavor Town?
allies so that they gain rush, and then she gains an advantage
Yeah.
from encouraging her
She can
allies,
get-
so she draws
she's-
a card.
She's Flavor Town
What?
because you give Karu the Duck Rush, and it's
Karu
flavorful
has
for
the
Karu
rush.
because he's fat.
Karu-
Karu doesn't have rush. He's a
Karu should have the rush by default. If anything, he should be giving it to Vivi.
That's true.
I think that this leader is very on theme. As Vivi, she doesn't fight. She's just like there to encourage her friends, and with their help, she grabs victory.
What? Okay. All right. All right, boys. Do what you're gonna do with this leader. I can't bear to witness it.
You
Yeah,
it's
Flavor
that-
Town.
All right, I think it's Flavor Town. I'll put her below Big Mom. All right, GP Dofi. He manipulates the
down.
strings in the background. He always has a backup strategy. I think he's pretty flavor.
Okay, that's true. Actually, he does always have a backup.
Yeah.
So I think
That's why he
a
leaves
plan.
2 Dawn back, man.
Yeah.
He's at least yummy.
At least Yummy.
At least
You-
yummy.
You
I
think
it's
he go
pretty
above
on theme.
Yummy?
I
You think there's
he
an
could be
argument for Flavor
bottom.
Town?
I think that the fact that he always has a backup strategy, he's manipulating stuff from the shadows. That's why you never know what he's gonna do on your turn. That gives him a little bit
Please,
of an edge. He could be
please.
bottom
You
of
see that
Flavor
Luffy
Town.
sideways? You know what he's gonna do. It's like, all right, restand the Luffy.
Hey man,
Go
what
on.
if he has the film event? It can't die.
I don't think. All right, bro, your list is bad. Go for it.
That's cap.
Please, he can't even use the event on himself.
Well, we'll put him in yummy. All right.
Okay.
Fujitora, he
F.
restands a 5 cost at the end.
I
of
actually-
your
Wait,
turn.
wait.
I actually think this is yummy.
Doesn't he have another line of text? I can't remember what the
He
other
has
Dawn,
two.
Give everyone minus
So-
1 cost.
So I do like that he does have his first ability is Dawn times 1 minus everything on opponent's board by 1. I think that's supposed to be him maybe bringing the gravity down on something or something. That's why it's not targeted.
Okay.
And then the other one is where this is the one I don't have an argument for. He restands a 5 or less at the end of the turn for tap 1.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't got nothing.
I think the Dawn 1 effect for shrinking everyone by 1 is already pretty flavorful for him, with the gravity effect, just like the 8 cost.
You know.
All right. I think he can go into either top of bland or bottom of.
Well,
yummy.
okay, maybe it's because he manipulates gravity. So the Dawn minus 1,
Yeah, so he manipulates the gravity so he can untap a
he's
guy.
bringing them back up, right?
Yeah,
And
he's bringing them. Okay,
yeah.
okay, I dig that. You know what? He can move a bit higher on Yummy for that one. He can be right there. All right, Rebecca, I'll put her in Yummy because her other ability is she calls on the people of Dressrosa to help her. I think that's pretty flavorful.
That is flavorful.
That's true.
That's very flavorful. The
Wait,
fact that she was a gladiator.
wait.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
I forget
I'm
what her
pausing.
alt art looks like. Is she in her princess uniform, or is she
No,
still a
she's-
gladiator?
Her and her gladiator.
She's in her
She wasn't
gladiator
calling
outfit, but
upon anybody when she was still a gladiator.
she took off her mask.
Yeah, but she wasn't calling upon anybody. She was forced to fight alone. She had no friends.
She had friends.
She had no friends.
Yeah, she did.
No, she did not.
She had the little guys.
The Tontatas.
The Tontatas?
The Tontatas.
Bro, oh my.
You can't forget the Tontatas.
Those are barely even people.
Whoa,
Hey, yo, that's racist. My boy's racist against Tontatas.
Alright. Okay.
I think this is yummy.
I'm
If it weren't Gladiator Rebecca, I would agree with you, but it is Gladiator Rebecca specifically, and that's why she is losing me.
All right. I'm gonna apologize to Brandon in advance here. I think there's no flavor to this queen leader.
No, there's not.
Okay. You can't defend Blue Yellow Queen this time, buddy. Lakers Croc, homeboy Colin. He's your crocodile. What are your thoughts?
Am I stretching if I put him in bland just because it's like the refunding your Don is kind of like him being all like hard to hit because he's like sandy and intangible because you like
Yeah.
Okama away and then
Would not
you
apply to
can't, like-
any Logia.
Okay, yeah, I guess you could argue the same for every Logia character.
I could see bottom of bland for like pulling the strings in the background. That's why he gets like the Dawn to manipulate stuff with. Like he manipulates his Dawn. It's like he's manipulating the strings, but it's a reach.
I can't even think of an instance where he ever refunds anything in the anime, like, or double dips into anything, or like anything at all.
Yeah, I don't know. He probably is an F.
We'll put him at the top of no.
put him top
There's
of
something
that.
there. All right.
All right.
Red Black Sabo. He stops a 5K from dying once per turn.
I will say Ace died.
Sabo wasn't there for that.
Oh cow.
Sabo wasn't there. Sabo
So-
saved a few people a few times though.
Sabo can protect Luffy. That is
Sabo has protected Luffy.
yes. Well, I mean, in the card game, he has the potential to still do it. You know, so
Yeah.
there's something there.
I
I'll
He
put
can
him
save
in-
them exactly once. He has to weaken them to do it, though. Interesting. Well, I guess so. I guess him weakening them would be him coming in the moment of like their demise,
need,
right?
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
when the world
And
needed
he's-
him most, Sabo appeared.
Yes. They are about to be destroyed. That's why they've lost power. And he shows up and intercepts. And he's like, "No, you'll survive. Exactly one more time. If they come for you again, you're dead."
I could see high bland or low yummy. Up to you guys.
I think it's a low yummy. What do you think, Colin?
I'm thinking high bland. I think we're
High
scared
bland.
of it.
I'm feeling. I think I'm feeling low yummy too. I think he has something going.
All right.
If we're putting Captain Kuro for throwing some people under the bus, I think
Bro,
Sabo
that's pretty
saved
good.
enough
No,
people.
that's good. That's really good.
All right. Well, you know what? We'll do this, and we'll put him right here.
Okay.
All right. Fellow Betty,
That's so on
probably
brand.
S tier.
That's an S.
That's really on brand.
That's an S. Easy.
Her
That's
whole
an easy
gimmick is
S.
encouraging people. And
It's
that's
literally her
literally
fruit.
just all the leader does is she just encourages
Bring
the
out
team
the
and they
whole
get
army
stronger.
for no
It's
reason.
literally her fruit. It's like the cheer fruit or something. She just raises morale.
Yeah. It's pretty
That
on
is-
brand.
It's very on brand. I think that's an S.
I'm down for that.
All right. Well, I don't know if this is the order, but this is the order they've appeared so far. All right. Rosinante, get out the way, Mr.
That's-
President.
That's an S.
He
That's
really
a-
is. All right. I don't think we need to elaborate.
Yeah.
He sacrifices himself to help his friends. That's all he does.
Yeah.
All right. P. Luffy.
Nuh-uh.
Okay.
He-
Actually, this one.
I think he's bland.
I think.
Well, I'll
he
let
might
Colin
be-
go first.
I think he might be yummy, dude. He like
Oh.
All
Okay.
right.
because you're pulling because like again like the longer the fight goes on, he's pulling his life to like accelerate his to like accelerate his game plan. Like,
You're losing me, Colin.
I don't.
No, I see it. So like,
I like stuff like
this
going
one's
into gear second and gear fourth, and then like eventually when he goes into gear 5, like, nah.
No, I get it. So I get it for a similar reason. I think he could be low yummy, because it's like the more he got his ass beat in this fight, because this one's from when he was in Wano, the like stronger he got, and then when he got his ass fully clapped, it was on the ground. That's when he got gear 5 and he was at his strongest.
But it's not even like him getting his ass beat's what is making him stronger. He's willingly taking the.
But like that's the thing. The more damage he takes, like the more you rip your life and like get in danger,
Like,
the stronger he gets.
Like him accelerating his heartbeat or something when he goes into like his other gear
Gear 2?
form.
I like that. I think he could be bottom of yummy, below Sabo.
Oh.
He looks so not convinced.
Look, man, if we have Eustace Captain Kid in bland tier because he attacks twice with 2 arms.
That is not why he is there. That is not why he's there. And I don't even think he should be there. I said bland initially.
He's in bland.
Or not all. But anyway. Moham, did you independently arrive at that same conclusion, lore-wise?
I did. I was originally telling...
If you both got
it.
there, then I guess there's something there.
All right. I'm gonna say this for the next one though. Anel is pretty top tier. That
Anel's an
pretty
S.
on brand.
Probably S.
And L's an S.
Oh.
Easy.
All right. Red purple Uta. I ain't got nothing.
There's
I
nothing.
don't know what it has to do with the leader.
That's enough.
Yeah.
She minus his
Alright.
power and she ramps on. It couldn't be more random.
All right. Hordy Jones.
I'd give him at least a bland. At least he's on theme with his Fishman pirate stuff.
Like, I know the steroids they take hurt them in the end, so like
Yeah.
him not attacking is like him laying off the steroids so that he doesn't take
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
So that's
okay.
actually kind of on theme.
I like that.
That's pretty on theme, honestly.
Honestly, flavor.
Did he ever lay off the steroids, though? Or did he eat them by the handfuls?
Well, at the end, he ate them by the handfuls, and that's when he was at his strongest, and then he still lost, and then he faced all the repercussions of taking it.
And then he lost to a devil fruit user underwater, where fishmen are at their strongest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's pretty flavorful.
I think so, too.
It's probably Flavor Town, honest. As much as I
Yeah,
don't
I think it's a
put him
flavor
up here.
town. I think it's a flavor town.
Yeah.
All right, Perona. She's
No.
no. Her the ghost is hers, right? She manipulates that
Yeah.
ghost.
Yes, the
Fruit.
hollow fruit.
So shrinking things has to do with the ghost, right? Because like when she makes the ghost pass through someone, they just like lose all will to
They
live.
demoralize.
Yeah, they get depressed.
demoralize.
Honestly,
Okay,
like
so that is an argument for
And
the
then
minus
when
what
they're
about
like
that?
when they're demoralized enough, she can just rest them. Just like exhaust them actually. I think it's pretty on brand.
Okay, I think that
Yeah.
second one's a reach, but
I don't know. I think from the other, as the opponent, having my stuff either shrank or rested feels pretty depressing, regardless.
So I will say, I do think if she's doing the minus, it means something's already above 4. So if they're too big for her, she does demoralize them. And if they're 4 or below, they're already where she wants them to be, right? So at that point,
That's when she
She-
messes with them, right?
yeah, tries to kick them while they're down.
Exactly, and
They're
that's
already
all she's
demoralized.
about. That's pretty on. That's probably yummy, honestly.
I could see a high bland, low yummy.
Yeah, I could do a gummy.
She could go on low yummy. She could be above Sabo. All right, Yamato has double strike and then gives allies power.
He bonks you, I guess.
I
I don't
At least
know.
bland.
She has a weapon.
it's pretty bland. There's something there, but it's a all right. Rage you draw a card.
That's a nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
You can't take a leader whose entire gimmick is poison.
It's
and
like
go
the rest
draw
of the
one
deck is
card.
actually like really like on
Yes.
flavor, but if we're just talking about the leader itself, no.
Yes.
I
There's
agree
so
with
much they
that.
could have done with that whole poison gimmick, and they did
Yeah.
nothing with it.
All right, Gecko Moria.
So I think Gecko's an S.
Gecko's
Initially,
pretty on brand.
I was gonna say I thought he was an A. So when I was talking to Colin, I was talking to Manny and Nick earlier, because I was talking about how like I thought he was good because he brings stuff back from the dead, and then that was when it was brought to my attention by Manny that it's actually not him that brings them back from the dead. That is a hogback thing, because Manny's arguing against it, and I was like, I didn't remember that. And he's like, yeah, no, because instead Gecko's whole thing is that he rips the soul from one person and puts it into another, and that is literally the discard revive.
Yeah, I like
That's
it. I think so.
Yeah,
I like that.
I dig it.
That's the mess right there.
Yeah.
All right, Dragon. He
We don't know.
moves power.
no clue.
We like don't know what he does. So I think he
This
has
could
to
be an
go
S for all we know.
This is either this can literally go into any tier, but for now it probably just has to go here because we just like don't know what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Bonnie. She rests something when you attack, which is kind of
When you
on
attack
theme.
her, she could turn you into a baby.
Yeah, or turn you into an elderly person.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
on brand. I think that's kind of flavorful.
Yeah.
All right.
Minus the
Boa.
fact that like you attack her and then she turns your ally into a baby.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Boa's an
Alright.
F.
I would agree. Well,
Yeah.
Let's think. So removal. So okay. So someone has been defeated, and then she has gained off of that. No, I think she's F.
So when she turns someone to stone, she gains an advantage because now she has a statue to display on Amazon Lily.
you drawing the
Yo.
card is it's the extra stat.
That's an F, all right.
It's a. All right, Foxy.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Foxy's pretty on brand.
These
He
really,
just
I
hits you
think
with the
that's
slow
very
slow
on
beam.
brand.
Yeah.
He has the slow fruit.
I think he's a flavor town.
I think so too.
I'm
slows you
forced to
down.
agree.
Like literally, if things are going right, there is a potential he could just freeze you in time. You will never restand ever again.
All right, Robert, hold that L Lucci from set 7, not to be confused with the one from set 3, which is in bland tier.
I think it's a nuh-uh.
You think he's in nuh-uh?
I think
He
this
has
one.
a -1, and then which is I guess putting the opponent at a disadvantage, and then he has a mill. I have no idea where the mill would come from.
He
That's game
enables you
mechanic.
to like kill stuff. It's like the whole assassination thing. Like that.
I guess you could say it's like the setup and the prep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's in bland, but I think he's higher than the other
It's
one.
in a plan. Yeah, it's a plan.
Yeah.
All right. Dr. Vegapunk.
Probably Flavor Town. Honestly, he doesn't fight. Like
He doesn't fight.
he brings out all
He
the
looks frail and weak.
all the
He
androids.
gains a benefit from all of the characters on Egghead, which is like
Yeah.
his whole
Yeah.
gimmick.
He can call out his. He can call
His
out
posse.
his posse. Those of which that are male are good emotions. Those of which are female are negative emotions, or like sins. You know,
Yeah.
All right.
Oda
We've
did
got
that.
Red Green Chopper. He gives
talks to
animals dawn.
Yeah, he
He's talking
communicates
to
with
them.
animals, so
Yeah.
Man.
Pretty on brand.
communicating with
We
the
thinking
animals.
yummy or Flavor Town?
I think it's a yummy. I think flavor.
Yeah,
doesn't fit
it's a
much.
yummy.
All right.
It's not crazy. It's
Yeah,
just on brand.
it's his passive.
All right. We got Marco. He draws a card and then puts a card on the top or bottom of his deck, and then he shrinks
Hmm.
something by 2,000.
With him being a phoenix, I would have wanted not this. So I'm gonna say nuh-uh.
I feel like
I'm gonna agree. I feel like he should have been like a yellow card or something.
He should have been.
it's like you can argue like as he got older, he got smarter. So like messing with the deck is that, but like
Oh my god.
he has the Phoenix fruit, man. It has nothing to do with any of his powers. It's just like
Yeah. Well, it's like he should have like some kind of life manipulation because he's like the best doctor.
Yeah.
like life
Bro.
manipulation or like something to do with not getting hit because
Just I think the
like it's
fact
so
that
hard
they
to mess with the Logia fruit.
the fact
something.
that he doesn't have yellow as a color alone is a massive disqualifier.
Yeah.
All right. Carrot. What are we thinking?
What'd she do again? I forgot.
If you control a mink, she can rest to 5 or less.
Cool.
If you have an ally, she gains an advantage, and she's all about her friends.
Do whatever you want with it, Moham.
I feel like that's kind of bland, though.
I was gonna
I
say
think
it's a
so,
bland
too.
tier. All right, King, your boy, he minuses 2 Dawn to draw a card or to shrink something. He
I
weakens
think
people.
Okay.
or
He has the
he,
potential to either weaken or to gain some form of advantage. Do with
He,
that
like-
what you will. What do you think? How do you stretch? How do you reach for that? What do you do with it?
I'm thinking it's bland. Like the fire means he's like the fire helps weaken people, like because they get discouraged after not doing any damage. But like I don't know, it's a reach.
Yeah, I see.
It's
You've
not
talked me
really
to an
on
uh
brand.
Yeah, you've also talked me into no.
All right, well I'm glad I was able to help 2/3 of the council reach a conclusion. All right, purple yellow pudding. She flips her life face up to gain Dawn.
I don't really see. I guess it's like with the memory manipulation, you can like.
Yeah, you make your.
I was gonna
opponent
say, 'cause I
sad
know
'cause they
there
what's
is-
coming up.
I know there's a whole memory aspect. I'm sure there's probably something there, but I can't find it.
I got it because like when you play viola and flip your life back down, you have to remember when you flipped up.
That's a reach. That's a reach if I've heard of someone reaching.
And then it gets even more reachy when it's like then she ramps it on.
Yeah.
This is low bland at best.
I think
Honestly,
I
probably
think
a
it's a
nuh-uh for me.
high nuh at best.
All right, I'll put it in a middle nuh-uh. All right, we've got Kalgara. He calls down the Shanayan warriors.
Now he does be cheating out of vanilla.
Calling
This deck is
thoughts.
awesome, but probably, I don't know, probably bland or yummy. I don't remember this arc too well, to be honest with you guys.
Wasn't he like the leader of the Shandian warriors?
Yeah, sort of.
Can he
he
have the
was,
whole
like, the leader
Arlong
that's
thing
kind
going
of
for
on-
him?
Yeah, if he was the leader, that's like on theme. I also don't remember the arc too good.
So I do, but I don't think it goes any deeper than what we've already said.
I mean, if he's the leader calls out the troops, right? That's like, I think that's bland. I think that's reasonable. That's better than a nuh-uh.
Yeah, I think that's the extent of it. I can't think of anything else. So that's where I
All right. Now set 9, the just released in Japan, as of recording.
I
We've
think
got
Shanks is a flavor
Hey.
town.
I think he's A. Yeah.
Shanks is pretty flavorful. He shrinks something. That's his Wi-Fi hockey hitting you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
he's a
turn.
hockey man.
He
the
is
hockey
the
man.
hockey man. All right, we've got Lim.
I have no idea.
I did not.
Oh,
play
I do.
Odyssey.
So Manny explained her lore to me. So apparently her
Okay.
devil fruit power is that kind of like puddings where she can manipulate memories, but apparently it's she can allow you to go back into that memory and change the outcome of the memory, but only in the memory. It doesn't affect real life at all. So basically her fruit is that she gives you the ability to remember something differently, which isn't really a fruit power at all. You can already do that.
That sounds absolutely useless. That sounds like it does literally nothing.
It does nothing.
That is like the most useless devil fruit I've ever heard of.
I can do that right now.
Like look, Bello Betty's fruit, the cheer fruit, like it's psychological. It encourages people. Like a strong speaker can encourage someone, but like she skips that part. But like,
Because it was like
I help you remember different.
because I remember
that goes
so
crazy.
from what Manny was telling me, it was Lim let Luffy go back in his memories to Marineford to save Ace, and then like after all of that was like done, Luffy was like happy. She's like, "No, Luffy, remember, it's just a memory." I was like, "What was the point?"
Well, whatever. If that's her power, I feel like that's pretty off-brand for what she does. She just like plays Odyssey cards and gets Dawn.
I think also there's a random tidbit in there about how like she can take your abilities from you, and then once you conquer the memory, you get the abilities back. It's just
that makes it better, but like,
it's a
is that what? Okay, well, if she takes your abilities, that explains why everything comes in rested. Because she has that line.
But that would be her
text.
enemy's abilities. Why would she be taking her teammates' abilities?
Well, she originally took all the Straw Hats' abilities because she thought they were enemies, and then they teamed up.
Oh,
right?
did she? Okay.
Well, yeah, because I think that was like the whole point of the Odyssey game was like they like showed up wherever she was, so she took their abilities, and they're like, "Hey, yo, that's not cool," and she's like, "Oh, y'all are chill people. My bad. This is how you get your abilities back." That was like
you get your abilities back by me making you relive your trauma with Ace, and then you come out feeling better, and then I remind you nothing changed.
I just remember that when I watched like a trailer for the game, they got their abilities back by like touching.
I do
cubes.
remember that actually. You're
But,
right.
like, that was it. I didn't know where the cubes came from.
Oh yeah, there were cubes. Okay.
I think it's bland.
It's a
All
a
right.
plan, I guess. Sure.
Sure, I did not play this game at all.
I didn't play it either, but I watched the trailer. That's
Neither
good
did
enough.
I. Yeah.
All right.
Has anyone played this game?
Let us know in the comments. Buggy the Clown.
While you're smashing that like button.
Don't forget the notification bell. Just like
And
Buggy
to
the Clown doesn't forget
Okay.
about his cross-guild teammates and putting them into play.
So what I will say for Buggy is, I do think it will come back to the Arlong Calgara thing, as he is the face of Cross Guild, and he is throwing them out there. He is leading it.
Yeah, he's on theme at least. So
Yeah.
I will say his 10 drop is like very flavorful. Where
Yeah.
like if the whole shebang isn't there on the field, he just runs away.
Yeah, no, I agree. But that's just the 10 drop.
Yeah, that's not the leader.
Yeah. I will say, so he is kind of calling the shots. I do think the fact he has to discard for it too, while all the other leaders just do it. He's doing it. He's doing the same thing as them in the worst way possible, and that's pretty on brand.
I think that's
He's
just
the
to
worst
balance
at
it. Because like, if he just like, because he's like pay 5 Dawn, play the body. If he just paid 5 Dawn, played 2 bodies off of it for free, that's kind of strong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, regardless, there is a
think it could-
balancing thing in there, and I think it does make it worse. And I do think that is on brand for him. I do think he should be bad at it because he's not even actually the leader. Is the thing.
He's like the puppet leader.
Yeah, because it's like he is
he's a
perceived as the
scapegoat.
leader, but realistically, he has no control over Mihawk or Crocodile.
You're talking me up. I think he might be bottom of Yomi. I was originally
I
gonna
could
put him
do
in
that.
Nuh-uh. I feel like he was a jobber, but you talked me up a bit. I felt like the leader wasn't very... The deck itself is very on brand, but the leader
Yes.
wasn't to me. But you talked me up a bit.
Okay.
Thoughts, Colin?
I'm down for bottom of B.
Alright.
Yeah.
We've got Black Purple Luffy, Gear 5 Luffy.
So when you minus 2 Dawn, you ramp 1 back active when rested. Okay, so when he is at a disadvantage, he gains an advantage. Is that how we would interpret that? That's so generic. I feel like you
It's
could
like
make
when
that
his
work for
heartbeat
anything.
slows down, he like speeds it back up again.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's bland.
Just put him with the rest of the Luffy's.
The line
Put him in the
of
Luffy
Luffy's-
pile.
The Luffy line. Only one Luffy's escaped. Robin. She has banish. I don't remember.
And she
her
can
other
ramp.
line of deck. Oh yeah, she does ramp, doesn't she? What was the condition to ramp?
You discard a trigger.
Discard a card. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why she has banish.
I don't know either.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know
Okay.
why she ramps either. I'm putting.
I don't know.
Just put her F.
All right. Mr. Marshall D. Teach. He's pretty on brand.
He's very on brand.
I would put A at least. Like,
I could see S.
I think there's an argument for S. There's an argument for S.
Because like his whole gimmick is like he takes other people's fruits and he has the shadow fruit to manipulate that. So he just
negates
like
their
takes
abilities.
he negates your abilities. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's very on brand.
All right, we'll put him right here. All right, the other Kozuki Odin.
Wait a minute.
I'm waiting.
So if it is a S, then it has to be like perfect flavor, right? I forget. Is there anyone on his crew with devil fruit? Actually, yes. No. Okay, he's an A.
They all have devil fruits, right?
Right.
His whole crew.
But that's because he gave it to them.
Right. No, but his whole thing, though, his whole leader abilities was like he's negating stuff, which is good. But remember, there is also he cannot him and his posse cannot use devil fruit abilities.
No, they all can.
He cannot use on plays.
Yeah, but they all have devil fruit abilities, right? So it's like that's his.
He's
devil
right. He'd be
fruit.
negating their abilities.
That's his devil fruit, though.
What? What's his devil fruit?
He has the Quake Crate fruit and the Shadow fruit, right? So
Because
like,
he's
the Shadow fruit's how he's locking people down.
It's the dark fruit, and that's what's negating the abilities. The Yami no Mi. Your opponent cannot use on play abilities because he has negated their fruit. So and then it says he also cannot use on play abilities, which would imply that he's also negating his team's fruit.
No,
Look, he's negating his.
That's his fruit doing it.
Bro, his fruit is basically saying that nobody on this battlefield, enemy or ally, is using devil fruit abilities, and that is not.
No, because there are a bunch of devil fruit users that like their cards don't have on plays.
Okay, but then why does he only negate on plays though? Because that would mean, because his whole thing is he can negate devil fruit abilities, and he only negates on plays.
For balance.
Oh
He can't just blanket negate everything.
Oh,
there's also
I'm
a
just
card
saying-
that does that. His card negates effects.
But that's not him.
Yeah,
That's not
that's
his
why
leader.
the leader's on.
Look. There's no arguments against all these other S tier leaders. There is an argument to be made against
That's
Blackbeard.
fair. He can be in Flavor Town with Shanks the Hockey Man. All right, Kozuki Odin. He gets stronger when he has a teammate.
Yes, and all his teammates have counters, so none of his teammates are useless.
True.
True.
I think that's kind of yummy.
I think so too.
Yeah.
All right,
Put him in
easier
the pot.
decision. All right, Hannibal.
This is an F, right?
Well, at least he's
So
on.
he bounces back. Go for it.
At least he's on theme. He interacts with impulse downs. Like,
So he returns the impel downs to gain some form of advantage.
He's the assistant warden, right? So like he like moves people around to gain an advantage. That's why he moves them back into your hand. I think it's bland, but I think it's
It's a bland, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bland.
I think it's better than nothing. All right.
I think the minute
Kairos.
that there's like 4 seconds of silence, we know what happens to the leader.
Kairos,
I think he flips a life to
cops.
pop a 0 cost.
yeah,
it's like a 0 or a
Flips
1
2
or
life.
something. It.
God, he's so bad.
I don't know why he flips life.
I don't know.
I have no idea either.
I don't get it. All right. Sanji, he gives characters without on-play rush.
So the reason I think that this is really, really good is because all the time, he catapults people into battle. They use him as like a springboard. Like every time like Zoro wants to attack somebody or whatever, he like jumps up to Sanji and then Sanji kicks him into combat. He is his launch pad.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that answer. That's a good answer.
All right.
Yeah.
He can be bomb of Flavor Town. It's pretty on theme. He like gets people going with his food too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The promo leaders, the last of the bunch. We've got ready to.
They're probably all gonna be F, maybe. We'll see.
She.
The Uka's definitely a nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's a
I
nuh-uh.
don't see it.
But she can pump a vanilla.
What does that have anything to do with Uta? You could give. Okay. Her singing encourages people. Maybe she should be a bland.
It's a bland.
I don't know why it has
actually.
to be. I don't know why it has to be vanilla, but balancing. I'll give that to balancing.
Fans are vanillas.
No. I can't even say balancing. Because would she have been broken if it wasn't limited to a vanilla?
If she just got to pump anything for free, that was Red and Luffy's whole gimmick. They just print the same leader but different.
But he turns on Dawn times 1 abilities.
But it's basically just the same leader but different. There'd be no reason to play this leader.
So
Wait, doesn't she pump by more than 1 though?
She pumps by.
She
2K.
pumps 2K.
Oh, that's way better then.
Wow.
I'd rather pump something by 2K. Who cares about a Dawn 1 ability?
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's bland.
It's a plan, you know.
It's bland for balance. Purple Luffy, or not Purple Luffy. We did that
Blue
one.
Luffy.
Blue Luffy. Bluefy. He draws a card if you have 3 or less cards in your hand.
When attacking, that's a F.
I don't see this.
I don't got nothing. All right. Promo Sakazuki. He sacrifices the jobber to gain an advantage.
Wait.
No, it'd be an
Marine
ally. He
force.
sacrifices an ally.
Yeah, he sacrificed the jobber Marine because he was
Yeah.
like, my family,
Yes.
please. And he's like, nah, you ain't fighting. So then he melted him and he's like, I feel good about myself. I'm going to go beat up some more pirates.
Something just occurred to me. I agree with everything you're saying, but something just occurred to me.
Okay.
What happened to the OP5 Sakazuki? Do we have it on here?
There is a leader missing.
Oh my goodness.
All right, whatever. We forgot. We forgot.
That one's less flavorful anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever.
it is.
All right.
Um,
what were we
Actually, I
thinking
think this
here?
was more flavorful than the band one. Funny enough.
I'm gonna say yes. I think that this is maybe a Yummy, maybe even potentially a Flavor Town. He sacrifices his comrades to push his agenda.
It's true.
That is true.
I'm thinking that if Sanji can be a flavor town, he can be a low flavor town.
Yeah.
Now, Law. Promo Law. This is the nerf version of the Law leader that's being banned in 2 weeks.
I actually think this one is more flavorful than his
Red
original
Green?
counterpart,
Oh, the original. Gotcha.
because he shambles in his own guy to swap out for one of his own crewmates.
He can shambles anything. It doesn't have to be his crewmates.
Well, he can only shambles in a crewmate.
He almost never shambles his crewmates, though.
Yeah,
the
no,
thing.
that's why I don't agree with that.
It's like I'm sure he does it off screen, but like the entire time
Right.
it's on screen, he never shambles. I don't remember him ever shambling a hard
Imagine
pirate
him
besides himself.
shamblesing like Luffy out of battle and Beppo in.
Goodbye, Luffy. Hello, Beppo.
Goodbye the W.
Goodbye, no. How dare you besmirch Beppo, bro?
I love
Hello
Beppo.
L.
So he still has the shambles gimmick, just it's not the true shambles. I wouldn't put him higher than Low Yummy.
He only shambles in people we've never seen him shambles in.
But it's plausible that he could shambles. It's believable that he would shambles a member of his crew.
That is true. That is true.
I think it could be a Yummy.
It
love
can be a
Yummy.
Yummy.
Sure. We'll put him in B.
All right. This can be OP5 Sakazuki, I guess. What are we
Okay.
feeling? He gets rid of anything to draw a card, so like he pushes his agenda by sacrificing whatever, and then he shrinks something on attack.
Does a -1/1 attack, so he demoralizes or
a-
gains advantage while on the attack.
The typical like Navy fun police ability.
Yeah.
It's just so much more on brand that he sacrifices just Navy jobbers
Yeah.
than just sacrificing anything. 'Cause
It's
he really
on
doesn't
brand that he's a
sacrifice
terrible
anything else.
person. Well, okay, wait a
It
minute.
is on
wait a
brand
minute.
that he's a terrible person.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
You played this layer the most, Colin. What are your thoughts?
I think he should definitely be. It's probably like C or B. Probably bottom of B, I would say.
I think he's bottom of B. I think that's a fair analysis. He still sacrifices stuff, and he still
He
gains
still
an advantage from doing
sacrifices
it.
stuff, and he does gain it. Yeah, I can be. Where do we put the other one? We put him in
We
A?
put him at bottom of A. We put him at bomb.
Okay, then we can put him below him. We'll put him in B.
All right, we'll put him at like
Yeah.
middle of B. He's more flavorful than probably this chopper. So there we go. This is our top tier. Any opinions on reordering
Here.
it, or do we just want to leave it unordered?
Scroll down just a little bit, just so the
yeah.
viewers.
Well,
can-
okay, wait. I do want to crown a king of the pirates.
All right. Who do we think is the most flavorful? The one
So
and
for
only.
me, God, they're all really good,
They're
actually.
all really on theme.
Yeah.
They really are.
I'm close to
Maybe-
a tie between Enel and Whitebeard. I'm leaning more on Whitebeard as the king.
I'm on a tie between Whitebeard, Enel, and Gecko more. Bro, the fact that Gecko pulls the
Okay.
soul out of one body and then puts it into another body is huge.
I was going to say I'm on a tie between Enel and Gecko. So I feel like all three of us agree on Enel, so it's
has to
probably
be
clearly
Enel.
the best one, the most
Yeah.
on brand. It probably goes Enel, Whitebeard, Moria, Kata, Bello.
Put Bella
Rosie.
below Rosinante.
I think
Damn, that looks good.
That's it. That's a good flavor tier list. But
That's some good
there's-
work, boys.
There's genuinely more yummies than I thought there would be. I thought we'd have
Same.
a lot more in the lower tiers when we started.
It is funny that all but one Luffy made it out of bland, and if it were me, they would have all been in bland.
Dude, I mean, the funniest part is it's probably like play-wise one of the blandest Luffy leaders.
He is. He's like, all right, Ganodon, draw a card.
He's like, I'll draw a card, take a life, gain a dawn.
Yeah, this is,
Like,
this is some good
play-wise.
work, gentlemen. This is some good. Now, if we had to brand a
Single
worst,
worst. Okay, you're
Yeah.
right. If we look here, who do we think is the single least on-brand leader of all of these?
This is Shanks.
No.
It might just...
no, Shanks. See, look, he loses. Look, he always come back to losing the arm. There's something there. There has to be someone in here that there is no argument for whatsoever.
I think it's probably the Marco, right? Like we agreed, he's just a complete like color fail.
So the argument,
I
so the
was
color
gonna
fail is
say-
bad, but I will say the effect. There is the argument of like, because he looks one deep in deck and then puts one back. I'd say that's him doing his research, right? He's doing some research.
Personally, as much as I don't want to say it, it's probably just Reiju, right? Like, what does drawing
Yeah, it's
one card
Reiju.
have
I think-
anything
Oh,
to
yeah.
do with her as a character, right?
It's really
That's like the most flavorful deck, but like the least flavorful leader.
It
Yeah, like-
really is.
Like, in terms of flavorful decks, Reiju and, like, OP9 Buggy are just, like, so flavorful, but the leaders just, like, don't got it.
Yeah.
Like, you
It's-
can
it's
make me an
Reiju.
argument for, like, most of these other leaders, but, like, you're gonna be hard-pressed to tell me why you think Reiju's draw card is on brand
It's just
without
like,
the deck.
Yeah, I mean, it's just her leader ability is just to make it's just a balancing thing to make sure that like
Well-
the main deck cards aren't like god awful.
What about this Devil's Advocate, right?
Okay,
Okay.
I'm listening. Advocate, man.
If she is drawing a card, that means you have minus to Dawn.
Okay.
If you have minus to Dawn, I think the implication is that some other character is there at her side, and her drawing a card represents the advantage she has gained through teamwork.
But the idea behind all the Germas is they can just go, like, 1v1 countries on their own.
Yeah.
But when they come together,
that's, like, the
they can
theme
lose
of the
to a
deck.
9k Luffy.
Like, that... Like, again, if we're comparing, like, the flavor of the deck itself, she's very flavorful, but, like...
No, I agree.
Without
Okay,
her
what
deck,
about
she's just, like,
Robin
a
ramping
god.
and banishing? What about that?
She's a scholar, so she gains...
He has two effects that make no sense.
At
Well,
least
no, the ramp effect, you can argue, like, she's a scholar. She, like, uses her knowledge to, like, accelerate her game plan. Like, she's a researcher.
Or I
can
guess
dig that,
she's
but, like,
progressing them through the adventure as she is the one that reads the poneglyphs. Because
But
without
that's
her,
what I'm
their
saying.
heart's stuck.
Like, she had... Like, you can make an argument for, like, a lot of these other ones. Like, you can grasp for straws. You're grasping, but, like, there's something there. There's not... I can't think of anything for Rager. I don't think your argument holds.
Okay, wait. What is the grasp? What is the grasp for, what's the grasp for Blue Yellow Ace?
He tries to find... Like, when he finds his friend,
he finds his brother, then he
he's
kills
like,
him.
What's up? He finds his brother, he's like, what's up? And then...
Well,
at the
ideally-
end
And then
of
they
the turn,
die.
He pieces
He's the
out.
only brother to die.
Oh, so like when he finds a brother, he chills in his life, and he's like, "Ayo, what's up? We chillin'." And then he says, "All right, peace out, and then the brother leaves his life. That's all.
I was
he
gonna say
does.
there is also the argument that if you find a 5-drop ace, and then you end your turn, the ace dies.
That's true.
There's that.
In terms of the deck, also, like, he cheats them out, but, like, that's besides the point. We're not talking about that, right? But, like, when he I don't know, man. It's better than Reiju. You ain't got nothing.
It's probably Reiju. It's wait. Final
Okay.
one. This will be the last one.
All right. Last
Blue
straw
Yellow
you got.
Queen.
That one's also really bad.
He is gaining life.
It's a demonstration of Queen's technological prowess.
Him gaining life?
Yeah, he gains an advantage for using the technology, but the drawback is that the technology sucks if you have too many cards.
This is the one example. This would be the one example where we are equating gaining life to gaining an advantage. In all other examples, life represents
You only gain
like
a
health.
life if you have an 8-drop, right? Otherwise, you just draw a card. You gain advantage. But if you have too many resources, you don't get the draw. The technology isn't there if you're favored, because then you're like, nah, you're a jobber, I don't need this. But when they're up against not a jobber and they're burning through resources, that's when they start gaining the advantage back with that technology.
All right,
It's
it'll
a
be
reach.
Reiju.
It's not very on brand, but it's there. There's something.
I'm not gonna lie, you didn't sway me whatsoever, but it's probably Reiju. All right.
Honestly, it could literally be like any of like 5 leaders on this F tier.
They're genuinely, you could make like a bottom like 5 of these like 20-ish leaders that are in here, but you know who they are. There's nothing to say about them. They don't got it.
I also noticed that all of our tiers relate to flavor in some way, except for F, which is not all. Maybe F should have been like ew or something.
Icky.
Yeah. All right. Well,
well,
I guess close us out, Colin.
All right. Well, at any rate, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you made it all the way to the end, holy cow, it's been more than 90 minutes. I'm surprised if you did make it to the end here. But thank you, as always, for being here with us. If you agree with any of these leaders, please let us know. If you disagree, also let us know. I'm sure there's probably like a lot of hot and or not hot takes that could be made about this, but it is incredibly subjective regardless. So without further ado, remember to like, comment, subscribe as always, and make sure to check out Small Hat Crew's channel, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you guys.
Hey guys.